So this one's really fun. So again, using the model's reasoning capabilities, what it can do is take any sort of input, YouTube video, an image, or text, and then turn it into almost like a WikiHow style explainer in 5 steps. So a video I was watching last night before bed, one of my favorite things to do is release notes. Yeah, so I love watching release notes before bed. And now I can take that video, and so this is the video about anti-gravity and the new agentic model, or the development platform, and I can actually just paste that in here and then get an explainer generated for me, again, using Nano Banana and Gemini 3 Pro. So we'll have to wait for this one to render, but yeah.
I'm excited to see this. While it's rendering, Nicole, do you want to come out and welcome to the live stream?
Yeah, welcome, Nicole.
Grab a seat. You were one of the lead PMs for all of our Gen Media stuff now, more than just Nano Banana models. So thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Anything top of mind, like as we launch this model, that you wanna talk about?
You probably already talked about a bunch of things, and sorry I'm late.
No, it's all good. We gotta keep launching the model. We were saying before off camera that this is now the single point of failure for Gen Media PMs inside of DeepMind. So hopefully nothing happens
to us. If anything goes down, all the people who need to fix it are sitting literally right here.
Besides the hundreds of engineers
hundreds
who would be the ones actually.
No, we've got Amy and Stasha. We're all good. We're all fine. We're all good.
Everything's going. I'm really excited to get this model out. I think one of the things that I'm super excited about is that we got a lot of feedback from everybody on Nano Banana, including like, where's the 4K resolution? And it's here. And so it's been super awesome to see everybody's feedback. Like keep giving it to us, because like chances are that in the next model release we'll probably incorporate it.
I want transparent backgrounds. That's my feature request. I saw a bunch.
I've already gotten a bunch of comments about this.
Yeah.
We really want to make transparent backgrounds work. It's on our to-do list. It's not in this release, but stay tuned. And obviously, I think you guys probably have already talked about the world knowledge and the fact that you can now render things, in real-time information because the model has access to search. That's really exciting. And I think, we've been talking about the idea of sort of using these models for visualizing information. And doing more than just the creative tasks. And the creative tasks are awesome and super important, but I feel like we're finally kind of getting to a point where we can start to do those things, and that at some point, like, you will be able to visualize anything, right? And like communicate ideas and spruce up your slide decks. And I'm just super excited about like what this opens up in terms of new capabilities.
Yeah, I have a quick question actually for all three of you on the model team, which is last time we talked, Nicole, we were sitting down with Robert and Kaushik and Mo, and talking about the original Nano Banana model and how the team uses the like text rendering capability as sort of like one of the main like image generation model quality benchmarks. And I wonder if there I'm sure folks have forgot or not seen that conversation. So do you want to give any context? Like why is text rendering like such a important benchmark to try to hill climb for like overall image generation quality?
In general, text rendering is really where you see fine details failing, right? It's like an example of a fine detail that fails in an image. And you can see failures in images and fine details that are not text rendering. I think people's faces is another one of those. If you have an image of a crowd, and there's a lot of people, we call this a small faces problem, you tend to really quickly notice the model's failure modes. And text is just kind of another one of those examples in terms of like the model's capacity to learn a lot of things and then really be able to like render very small accurate detail. And there tends to be this like correlation when, like if you improve that, you're also improving like other small details in images, and you just kind of notice fewer flaws. Obviously, you'll notice that this model will still make mistakes with like very small text. And if you try to render like a full page of text, it still fails. But like the progress that we've made, and especially the progress that we've made on languages other than English is actually like remarkable. I don't know if you guys have already talked about this.
We haven't seen, actually, we looked at the Spanish example for our Spanish toothpaste brand.
Which we're now funding for $18.
Which is funded.
I'm a big fan. But what's fun is, we've evaluated kind of the top languages that we see people using in the apps and in other products. my native language is Czech, which is like nowhere near the top used languages in the world. 10 million people speak it. But the model actually does an awesome job rendering Czech text. And like, that's been super exciting. Even when you ask for like, make me a picture of a menu and you don't actually specify what's on the menu. So I encourage everyone to try it in languages that are maybe like not on the list that we published. And again, like send us feedback because we want to make it better.
I love that. Yeah. Ping all of you on X. Don't ping me if you have complaints.
We're happy to respond.
We'll tag you when there are complaints about ai.studio.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's what we can fix. Ammaar, you had kicked off the example before. Do you want to show?
Let's do it.
I forgot you had put in a YouTube video.
Yeah, I put in the release notes video with anti-gravity. And so now we have this walkthrough tutorial. Essentially, it's taken all the content from the video, understood it, and now turned it into a how-to. So I think you might have used an Airbnb for dogs example.
Varun did. Varun did,
right? And
this
so
is
it actually
his side hustle. If folks don't know, besides building anti-gravity,
everybody's in getting investment.
Varun's running an Airbnb for dogs. So ask him about it if you see him in the office.
Well, this is crazy, right? So it illustrated that, and it basically drew it in a prompt box. And shows you got to start a new conversation, summon your digital intern, essentially the agent, and it's actually showing you review the artifacts.
Yeah, which is a feature of anti-gravity.
A feature of anti-gravity. Yeah. Be a backseat driver. You can just go ahead and fill this out. And it's explaining everything to you in that video in a very simple format, beautifully illustrated as well.
It's awesome.
With all the details. And it just makes it so much easier to grok complex concepts with stuff like this.
We should get YouTube to build this as a feature. You go in there and it just turns the video automatically into an explanation, an image.
I also love the rebrand of a dog daycare to an Airbnb for dogs.
Airbnb for dogs.
It's a great little positioning.
It's more trendy that way.
Yeah,
It's very tech forward.
Right.
This is how you raise the funds.
They even came up with a little mock-up.
I like that.
Dog
that's
pals.
awesome.
Yeah.
And then you have, this is perfect because you know how people like check in with their dogs and like check the little video camera while their dog is at daycare.
Yeah.
Instead of checking yourself, you send your AI agent. Just saying, innovation.
Agents everywhere.
Innovation. We got to have something to raise money for the
If it doesn't have AI in it,